Yeah. We should be live. Sorry about the mess today. We both had a long night last night. How's everybody doing? Everyone who's here. We should be live, but we're both kind of waking up still. Where were we? Oh, right. We were looking for, viruses, or people dressed as viruses in, the real world. Or dressed as navies, not viruses. I found another one. But first, I will come into here. And promptly accidentally walk back into the warp thing to leave. Oh man. That's what kind of day it's gonna be. Oh, the gambling! Yes! Oh. Rip. Ugh. Sorry for the messy start, everyone. That'll be fine on its own. That came out late. Yeah, get off the ice. Bam! Penguins detonated. Penguins are evil. Yep, definitely. Definitely evil. You know what? So uncoordinated right now. I still need to make sure Sid's headset is set up. Okay. It is set up. Bam, bam, bam. Let's just send a ratty. Bonk. Yay, more zapping. Okay, that's it. Oh, a penga and a pengy. 30 and 60, or... okay. Oh, that only really works if they're both at the bottom. Huh. Grab you and you and... I mean, you're just more damage. it didn't. There we go. Yay, Pinky's dead. Sib is still doing some wake-up rituals, aka giving something to eat to perk herself up. Right, can't even use it for random fights. Alas. Oh. Rats. Rats everywhere. Go up. That works. Got a counter hit out of that. Fancy. Yes! Ice Wave 1! Creates a 2 square wide ice wave. I can work with that. Well, be able to work with that eventually. It is fun collecting some of these extra chips. Alright, make this the last preliminary or pre-fight. If she's not back, then I'll just go ahead and progress. Imagine streaming on basic like nerve. How dare me? Oh, by the way, Jack, congrats on hitting 15 in Raid. So we get a little activity feed since you signed up with the link I used from !Raid. Million Man Networks. Yes, Million Man Battling Networks. Because the rich people are trying to get rid of networking. But yeah, nice job hitting 15 in like an hour, Jack. Jeez. So, you're in the N1 preliminaries. I'm surprised you managed to find me. And now, battle me! Oh no, Windbox, that's pushing. Okay. This. You, then you, and then you. Hey, look, it worked. All according to Keikaku. Ah, how could you beat me? You're pretty good. I wonder how many N1 contestants will be running around here. How many have we actually beaten? Like, 3 now? Oh, huh. I'm actually surprised there's not one in the back here. But yeah, how are you two doing, Jack, Drake? Okay, that's good. Has work still been, interesting? Akadaka. I don't think you met Dracula yet. Dracula? Not that I can think of. Right. Sorry, I am bad about keeping track with schedules. Take time off work to beat me in one. One of them ran into the school. Like, I doubt it, but someone from DNN is in the teacher's lounge. Called it. Called it, called it, called it. I doubted it, but I called it. Oh no, I lost the chip that my friend let me borrow. Lan, do you have a Sonic Wab W you could spare? Sure. Oh. Do we have a Sonic Wab W? We have Sonic Wab D's. Oh. If the same as pretty much finished getting ready for that, it's gonna disappear. Alright. So, did beat the person that was in the Scilab? And then it's like, oh, that was the only person at Scilab. So clearly, they have to be places we've already gone to in general areas, but not specific buildings. Such as one in the lounge here. No, there's the kid at the entrance is like, well, there's someone from the DNN at the teacher's lounge. What are they doing here dressed like that? You're a participant in the N1, right? Darn, I didn't think anyone would find me here. Well, let's get started, shall we? I called it, but I also doubted myself when I called it, so... Where I mess this, well, not really morning, but contemplating buying more books, holding off till I've read some backlog. That's fair.
What is this?
You've got plenty right now.
No, I really don't. It's...
You don't get... This doesn't have much slack. It's... whatever.
It feels weighted because of where the converted thing is. You do have plenty of room. Or plenty of length. What do you give it? A plus 10. Yes, the best.
Because
I know, I'm joking.
Good book can make this work.
Same sense to me back in. Yeah, that's why I've been trying not to buy games too much recently.
What's wrong?
Drake is thinking about buying more books, but wants to get through his backlog first.
These things are ridiculous right now. Gravella, by the way.
Oh, hey, Krava.
Hey.
No wonder you sounded so grumpy.
I'm not... Well, actually, no. I am grumpy today. Because what the fuck are you two doing staying up so late?
I stayed up till like 7. How is that late?
I don't know. That's,
7
Actually,
hours of
so,
sleep,
7
waking up
hours
at
of sleep.
2. Yeah. That's early for me.
7 hours of sleep.
Am I
Well,
gonna
I
keep
guess
running around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I guess 6 to 8 is fine.
I think we've got more frugal now that I have slightly more money. I know that feeling, kinda. It's like, oh hey, look, I can hold on to this in case stuff goes wrong. I already forgot if I said hey Lion, so hey Lion.
Hey Lion, hey Drake, hey Pedalin, anyone else?
Not that's spoken yet, but hey everyone who is here. I hope you
Yeah.
are enjoying.
Hey lurkers, don't feel shy for chatting. We don't say that often, but oh wow, you are out for blood.
I thought we had more guards in here, actually. Oh well. We've still got 5 guards. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I keep
No, you're going to drink your drink.
About the...
Well, we got a hydrate, so.
That's my boat.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that feeling 100%, Drake. Wonder why Higsby has to leave. Wish he would stay here. Oh. So I don't think there's going to be anyone else here, since we got one in the main Akadaka and one in the school. So let's head to Yoka. Yeah, we didn't find one in the zoo, did we? Just in the, yeah. Oops. Being carried up there is enough to frighten. So this is the tower that the Condor left that child on. Being carried up there is enough to frighten anyone. Yeah? Welcome to Yoka Zoo. The animals all ran away before, but they're back now. Except for the Condor. That's gonna come back up later in the story. The Condor is gonna fly by and disrupt something that the villains are doing. Panda won't look this way. Aww. As always, the panda's in no rush to go anywhere. Lion loves to have long and lazy naps. No, nobody at the zoo.
It's a condor on a mission. Its retirement was disrupted, and it's basically like John Wick
Oh,
playing out.
found him. Hey, I am Navi. Shut up, Navi. The zoo mascot. Actually, I have nothing to do with N1. Beep boop. You sure seem to be with the N1. What? What makes you say that? There's no proof. It says DNN on your costume. No way. I was sure I got rid of that. Uh-oh.
These people are really
Ah,
good at their job.
gotcha.
Fools!
You tricked me. Now that you know my true identity, I'll have to delete you.
Well, these guys have been little.
Yes, Lance.
Yeah, let's go take care of the disruption first. Nice.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh, right, that one's spread. I could have just stood still.
Nice, huh?
Yeah. No way, I've lost to a little kid. I can't believe it.
Lightning.
We got all of them. Let's go back to Yoka Square. The fastest way to Yoka Square is... Yeah. No comment.
What are you getting at, fool?
No comment.
What's this foolishness you're spouting?
No comment. Hey, Jules. Okay, Drake has brought up a couple of times someone named Dracula.
Hey, love.
You should have seen how quickly she put down her food to grab her headset to say that. Like, I'm surprised stuff didn't splash everywhere with how quickly she set it down. Meow. Hey, an S rank. Hey, Cannon C. Hello. Anyway, head over to Yoka Square. Oh. Grr, can't collect information from two places at once. Why not? Yeah. Guess they aren't holding the preliminaries here. You lied to me. How dare you? Oh, hey, Shizao. My brother went to the N1. I'm staying home. Oh, he's not named Dracula. He just is Dracula. Oh. I still don't think so, no. This way, yeah. Final round is started. I'll watch the repeats on TV. Extreme memory, metal stage, and custom sword. Yeah, I think you'd know. We'd probably know. No new info. I should check the BBS. It's the chat BBS. Thank you. I could tell there's a... I shouldn't be annoyed by that. But the whole, oh hey, there's a new message when, like, it's marked as new already. Yeah.
Was off screen, like, you forgot the messages.
Hello there, the name's Turner. I was wondering, what is everyone using for their regular chip? I'm using an attack plus 10, but my regular memory's gone up, so I'm thinking of changing to something else. I'm looking forward to hearing what you all have to say. It doesn't say it if it's an old message that's new. My regular chips are Recov 30. Because if you get deleted, what good are the other chips? Yo, I'm King Coma. Unlike a Mayan, I'm packing a cannon as my regular chip. It takes more than recoveries and boosters to win. It's all about firepower. Recovery chips are for wimps. Bring it on! Whoops, got kind of carried away there. Sorry.
Recovery is for the jackass that gets hit. Which, to be fair, you're going to sooner or later be the jackass who gets hit, but...
Hi, Spelt again.
In these games, you kind of count on not taking a hit.
I apologize for not being polite, Carton. As you guessed, I'm a schoolboy. Thank you so much for your help, Quetsu. I hope I can become as good as you someday. To show my gratitude, I'll share some information as well. I hear a new program called a Navi Customizer is coming out. They say it's a system the Virus Lab developed for PETs that lets you customize your Navi's abilities. You know I'll be there when that hits the shelves. That sounds cool! Can't wait to install one. I wish my parents worked at the Virus Lab. Then I could probably get my hands on one before they came out. Oh well, that's just wishful thinking, I guess. Yeah, wishful thinking.
Maybe. Oh yeah. I think the Megaman's probably the first to really get this kind of technology.
Hey, want to use my extra folder? It's pretty weak, so good busting skills are a requirement. Sometimes it's fun to battle with a weak folder. Remember, if you want my folder, you'll have to overwrite your extra folder. Not right now. I'd hope someone would use my super weak folder. Oh well.
Children folder!
Huh. Only because our extra folder is currently the N1 folder, isn't it?
Yeah.
So... Wait, this is... AC/DC square. Haha!
Oh wow, yeah, we overrode it. They might not call you out for not using preliminary though.
So this still wasn't the right place, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to remember how you get to Yoka Square then.
Train.
Oh, right.
Which to be fair isn't far from why there are the squares.
Shockwave Ja.
I'm saying a placeholder after I'm done eating.
Are they all different letters as well?
Yeah, because it's for a folder. Oh wait, no, this is
Yeah. Yay, bug frag. I guess the big question now is, can't use the extra folder, it's locked. But yeah, A, J, D, S, star, B, L. I mean, at least the air shots are star. Data! Will you set me up with a chip that'll hit both? Thank you. Aw, only a shockwave, duh. 2,000 Zenny. Wow, glad I went down there. Yes! Triple delete! S rank! Shockwave J. Oh. I was hoping for a Shockwave W. I don't think I'll be able to get a triple on this one. Yeah. There we go. Sure, more Zenny. Gladly. Yoka! With Drake bringing that character up, I'm assuming we're going to be close to meeting the Dracula-esque character. Isn't great? Yoka Square is right next to the metro. You want to play a game?
Wait, are you guys facing? Are we facing off against Shade Man?
Now it's time for Cyber Simon Says. Yeah, woo, woo! Get ready, Megaman. Betland. All you have to do is push the button I tell you to. Oh, jeez. A, B, X, Y, A, B, X, Y. You win if you can press the correct button 60 times. Ah. Finger twitches are great. No. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got this. Messed up 3 times, still had 15 seconds left. Wonderful, congratulations. Perfect. I wouldn't say perfect. And here's your prize. Got 1 bug frag. Looks like a new mess. Oh, that's a different chat at least. I just bought a bubble wash. They're all the rage. Just jack it in and presto, it cleans all your dishes. We really live in an age of convenience. You bought one too, Junko? So did I. But isn't it funny? It's connected to the net, but you can't jack into the washer itself. Still, it looks pretty sturdy. Everything nowadays breaks so easily. It's nice to see something built so well. Oh, this is gonna be a plot point later. I just had a look at the AC/DC Square Chat BBS, and there seems to be a lot of discussion about regular chips. They just keep blabbing about attacks and recoveries, though, when the important things are the chip codes rather than the actual chips. How about using a star chip? Kittager also talks about the advantages of star chips on that BBS. That way, you have the option of using it anytime you want. Valid. I do appreciate that these the boards do give genuinely helpful info a lot of the time.
They feel like they're full of life too. Like, I'm thinking this, I say this is good.
Yeah.
And
It's a really nice touch.
yeah, and hey, could you give me a minute? You sound this. Yeah, it's all. Not the.
Oh, 2 got off at
Oh.
Yoka, 2 got off at AC/DC.
I see.
Yeah, I see where our initial confusion was. Okay, that makes sense in hindsight at least. You beat them all. Excellent work. Okay, time for mission number 2. Mission number 2 is a survival battle. You can survive all 3 battles, you'll pass the preliminary. That means you'll be able to compete in the N1 Grand Prix. Win or lose, be sure to perform for the cameras, okay? You ready? No, I want my N1 preliminary folder back. Oh, I was really hoping to get the extra folder that Dad gave back. Okay. Are you ready? Yes. No. Oh, God. Oh, it didn't take my underfoot. That's good. You got messages, oh no. The horror, the horror. I'm not even rewarded for my double counter. Aw. You. Okay, well this round is an easy win at this point. 5, 3. Wind Box and Ella Ball. Ugh, why the Ella Ball? Move. I dare you. Stupid thing. That one extra hit was entirely worth just to be done with the Ella Ball, because it's a free battle at this point. I'll get those for... They're fine. Now I get to poke around other stuff while I mash the Buster button. Congratulations, you've cleared the final preliminary! We did it, Lan. Yeah, at this rate, we're going to win the N1 Grand Prix. I mean, no, we're constantly behind. Everyone else has probably cleared it already. Yeehaw, I cleared the preliminary too! Let's kick butt at the Grand Prix together. Yeehaw! Are you a cowboy? I will also partake in the N1 Grand Prix. Good luck. I lost the final. Oh.
She has a support type, so...
Yeah, everyone please do your best for Mail and me as well. You got it. We're going for the trophy. Right, everyone? Of course we are. Yee! How?
He gets a lot of that as the games go on.
Why does he become more of a cowboy? Should do my best.
Because guts, 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 guts,
You don't sound like rivals
Guts,
talking for a
guts.
tournament.
is not exactly a personality.
Predaman, people who will be fighting each other, you seem so relaxed. Chad, you'll be in the N1 Grand Prix too? So, there's no way you're beating us. Ha! You pathetic kids don't stand a chance. How many times have we had to bail your ass out?
Surprisingly few, all things considered.
Predaman and I have been training for the past month, polishing our skills. Oh hey, they're from Poland. We're ready for anything. Don't tell me you're the one who cleared the final preliminary in record time.
It's actually polishing your skills.
Of course. Let me give you some advice, Megaman. If you really want to win, you better get serious. This wishy-washy stuff about friends will get you Why are you backsliding, Proto-Man? No, bad. Okay, that's enough mingling with the enemy.
I think it's Chad who's grown a lot more than Proto-Man ever did.
We have a mission to attend. Let's go, Proto-Man. But I mean, Proto-Man was seemingly the first one to show some, what's the word I'm looking for? He seemed...
Compassion.
Yeah. He seemed the first one to be more open to the idea of, oh, hey, friendship.
Yeah, but
Before
then he
Chad.
got deleted. How far back is... Actually, not even how far back. He didn't get a backup. He had to be recreated.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, every time Proto-Man gets deleted, he's made anew. They're basically... It's kind of like a legacy hero.
That's true, actually, now that you mention it. That's unfortunate. I hate that guy. Oh, Dex, you got mail from Chisao. It's about tomorrow's trip to the amusement park. Yeah. Hey, guys, I gotta go.
How many stories go over awkwardness and philosophical questions about being backed up and then recreated from backup data? I think death is a little more merciful than being restored from backup, although more tragic.
Yes, but these entities know that they're digital already. It's kind of, like, ingrained into them to expect kind of something like that. It's
That's
just
the-
part of their life of, oh, hey, we're backed up. I mean, not Mega Man because of special creation circumstances, but for pretty much every other Navi.
Yeah, but that's because it's ingrained in the culture, not because the question is somehow not relevant.
Miss Yai, we must make preparations for the opera tomorrow. It would be wise to make haste. Oh, yeah, we're going to see the opera tomorrow. Very well. Good night, everyone. Hey, Lan, are you free tomorrow? The bubble wash we ordered is coming, and I could use a hand installing it. It's 100% going to be a plot point. Sure, I guess so. Set then. Come to my house tomorrow. I say plot point more it's going to be something breaks with it, or it goes haywire, something like that.
That's the next dungeon.
Yeah. Hey, Lan, why don't we jack out? Why don't you shut your face? I mean... Okay, can use it now.
Alright. What are you doing?
We got a new chip, and where is it?
I saw something new on top. Some kind of ice thing.
There it is. Yeah. Ice Wave. Creates a 2 square wide ice wave.
That.
That's
Up.
one of the penguin attacks.
Is it going to be up or down? Or is it wide?
So from when the penguin was using it, it would create like a snowflake. If they were on the bottom row, it would go up and down, up and down. If they were on the top row, it would go down, up, down, up.
Oh, it's a wave theme.
Yeah. At least that's what it was when the attack was being used against us.
That's probably it. This is going to get overhaul.
And now you actually need to edit the folder, because it's relevant.
Honestly, it looks like I could have kept the folder and tweaked it. Yeah, don't expect much changes with this folder. Yeah. Kira did a good job building the folder, as can be expected. Alright, that's my sword star here.
I think I made a good choice to start tweeting out our stream stuff.
Start what?
Tweeting out the stream stuff.
Oh. That's good. Sonic Web will be better.
So what are your plans with this folder?
Primarily melee. But, kind of... It was going to be melee, but you don't really have much going for you with swords yet.
What's in L?
Give me a minute.
Oh. Not much. Not much at all. Oh, you already put some in, that's why. Okay.
A, I, and L.
True. When you're in control, all I do is ale. Love you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Love you. You didn't even go with the obvious follow-up. There's also N, because when you make a folder, you really nail it.
Love you.
See, that's how relationships work. All you have to do is keep complimenting them. Works every time, I swear. She totally can hear me saying all this.
A couple of heat shots should balance out the code frequency.
What code was the heat shots? Ah, eyes.
That's for...
Then you only have 2 ins, though.
Yeah, that can't really be helped. A lot of these can't really be helped. Oh. Do your favorite.
Get up to 17? I mean, you're going for a melee build.
Yeah. Well, bit hybrided. But the main feature is melee.
We never did really explore the Yoka area.
You have a lot of compression areas.
That's true. But I think we had more room to explore up here than we really did.
You're on one to finish off
I can do it.
Don't. You're going to take forever.
Aww.
Oh, your grab's not going to do shit. The key's looking at Nice.
It was funny though.
Full of your foolishness.
It was funny though. And really, what more can you ask for in a game?
Plenty.
It's a water heater program. It heats up the water for the hot spring. The program makes the surrounding area very hot. Huh. But why would they need a water heater for a hot spring?
Just in case it's like, no, I don't know.
Huh. No. Oh, wow.
That was not what I wanted.
For some reason, I was thinking I was in line with the wind box, not the cannon. Well. Let's see if I can make this work.
Yes, yes, you can.
I wasn't sure if it was going to push me before I got a chance. Ha! You can't push me if you're stunned, stupid wind box. Wind star, huh?
Yeah, well, we need a vacuum.
I mean, sure, we can do that after the stream.
Oh. I had early.
Oh, well. Haha. Good choices.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh. Oh. Ow.
Generally speaking, if you're getting a set of chips, have an idea of how you're supposed to apply them.
I guess let's leave. Oh.
Hey,
Hey,
back.
Dex, you're back. Don't mind us just jacked into your computer.
Just how it was around.
I'll see you at the N1 Finals, Lan. Come on, she said.
Fine.
Get ready to go to the amusement park.
Nice. Dex has really strong friends with you. Even if he doesn't let him admit it at times.
Wait, what am I doing running around? This is your wheelhouse.
Yeah, we're good to just go. Right.
What's the plan? Our plan is to go help Mail. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mail's probably waiting for us. Lan, you got mail. Maybe it's mail. It's... Sorry, that's just... always sounds silly. Hey, it's from Dad. It says... Lan, I have to go overseas for 3 days on a business trip. Since I won't be home, can you look after Mom? Thanks. Poor Dad. Saturday's finally here and he can't even take off. Oh well, this work is really important. Come on, let's get over to Mail's.
They seem more on terms about the whole thing
What if I
than they
said...
used to be.
What if I said you get to choose one of those?
I want to say it's likely to be a rather unpleasant matter. See over here?
Who? Mail?
Ah, the pink house.
Yes, the pink house that's right next door. Morning, Mail. Hi, Lan. Nice to see you. I was gonna pull it up so you don't lose Twitch chat. Why, good morning, Lan. What's Miss Mary doing here? Was this a trap all along? I came to see the bubble wash that Mail bought. I've been thinking about buying one myself. It's a dishwasher, but you can connect it to the net and operate it while you're away from home.
Probably Bolt.
Don't
Was I okay saying it out loud?
hasn't arrived yet. I mean, yeah. They seem to be a little late. Good morning. Oh no, Higsby's here already. Please, come in. Wait, that sounds like you're terrified of Higsby. Thank you, if it isn't Miss Mary. Fancy running into you here, huh? Don't tell me you've come to see the bubble thing, too. Well, looky here, it's Lan, What, you just noticed me now? Now then, Mail, you do remember our little deal, huh? Yeah, of course. What's this about a deal? Mail said she'd work part-time to pay me back for a chip. Today's a little bad for me. How about... No! You've got to work now! Normally I'm mild-mannered, but not about chips.
That's kind of true.
Oh no, what am I going to do? I know. Hey, Lynn, can you work for Higsby in place of it? Listen here, you little shit. Me? Why do I have to work? I don't mind so long as someone works for me. Miss Mary, are you hearing this? Help me out here. Well, the bubble wash will be arriving soon. I don't think it's such a bad idea. Why not help Mail out?
To be fair, Mail is kind of screwed over here.
Oh, alright, I give up. Thank you, Lan. I'll fix you up something good to eat later. Good luck. Then it's settled. Lan will work for me, Your task is simple. Go get a win...
Don't we already get a
Yes, we
Windstar?
just got a win... I think we just got 2 wind stars.
Oh, this means we don't miss anything, right?
Once you have it, bring it to me, A wind star? Oh man, do I have to? Wow, that actually made it really fortuitous that we went and explored Yoka area.
Yeah.
Lan, we agreed to help out, so let's not complain. Yeah.
Actually, you were kind of getting pressed into it. I don't think you even said any words of agreement.
Go to the chip thing real quick? No, Numberman, chip thing. Let's see. I figure it's fair going for like 1 chip per. That way we're not just getting all of them right at once. But we do get to show off some of the chips you get from this. Processed. Winning number detected. Take your prize. Clink, clink, bang. Oh. I'm starting to question whether we should be using these.
No. He said that it was good.
That's a star chip for that much? Oh.
Hmm.
Issue with using it though.
It requires an electric type.
Yes. So you see the S on the icon?
Super chip.
The style.
Same sense in it.
Well, at least we get to see it. Wait, what am I doing? You need to go find the Higgs. Well, cool.
On here. Oh, he isn't here.
Oh, you got it, huh? Let me just check this out. Huh. Yep, this is it, huh? Yeah, we just have to make a quick trip to your store to get a new chip. Not the bolt chip, or not the wind chip. Thank you so much, Lan. Hold on, I'll serve some tea. Ding dong. Maybe that's the bubble wash.
And then she gets kidnapped.
And then she gets kidnapped. Nope, wasn't the bubble wash. If it is, help me, okay, Lan? I'm starting to feel like your slave. There, it's all set up and ready to go. That's strange. It's connected to the net, but you can't jack into it. That's probably just so water doesn't get into the circuits. Or so they can control stuff, and you not being able to jack into it means you can't access it to fix things and remove their ability to control stuff. That's actually smart from the villains. Huh. Yeah, thanks, Mail. Sure. Say, how about we try out the bubble wash? What a splendid idea, Mail.
Everything goes wrong. Immediately.
Just saying, not being able to jack into it is a surefire sign. Like me when I get rid of chip. Huh. Is a surefire sign that things are going to break with it and you have to find another way to get to it. It's just a dishwasher. What's the big deal? Man, you know how when you get a new chip, you want to try it, right? This is the same thing. Exactly, huh? I mean, Mega Man's not wrong. I get a new chip. I want to try it.
Not even 5 seconds.
Mail, the kitchen. Let's go. Huh. What happened? When I started the bubble wash, the bubbles trapped. That's can't you just? How do you have super bubbles? I've studied Yum Food, Yum Land. Been waiting for this. I'll chop that bubble apart. Yum. Mail. You got mail. It says, thank you for purchasing Triple W's Bubble Wash. Blub blub. The mix will change color from blue to yellow to red. Blub blub. After they turn red, they'll blue bang. Lord Wily will cleanse the network society he so hates. Blub blub. Oh my. They're going to explode, huh? Higgs backed off so fast. Like, he's a step back from land now. No, too young to die. I'm not even married yet. Triple W again? We can't just let them get away with what?
Oh, I was trying to complete it, but...
With endangering people. Land, the bubble wash is connected to the net, right? And the one causing all the bubbles may be there too. Come on, let's go find him. Oh, right. When we find him, I'm gonna make him pay. Higsby, keep an eye on these two. Mail, Miss Mary, hang in there. We'll get you out. If you have any trouble, contact me immediately. I'll be watching after Miss Mary and Mail. This dishwasher was actually created by Triple W. Though it's an online device, you can't jack into it. But you... Well, that escalated quickly, right? Yeah?
I'll setting go up.
Or failure? No. Oh, right. Because I was still in high
Let's go.
frame. Oh. I got this. Oh.
Go and get some rest after the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know the drill, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if someone didn't stay up at an absurd hour,
Why did you stay up to an absurd hour? That was silly of you.
I had no say in the matter.
Oops. Yay! I like the sheet music motif in the background.
Yeah, it is good.
Ah, here we go again. Ooh. I think that's all I need. It's the first one.
You should.
Triple delete! Yes! Wait, why did that count as a triple delete? Oh, because it was fast enough. Shockwave's
Yeah.
not fast enough. Sonawave is. Good to know.
Okay.
That triple delete is so nice to see. I'm assuming I have to go up. Blub 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 blub. Come forth bubbles. Blub blub blub. People would be so shocked if they knew I planned all this. Blub blub. Lord Wily would reward me blub time. Everyone makes fun of me because I don't have an operator. I'll blub all those filthy nabbies. Blub blub blub.
Isn't that an asset for the Triple W?
You're the triple W. What? Not having an operator?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really would be. Blub. What are you doing scaring me like that? Blub blub. Don't blub into my business. Bubbly dance. Blub blub blub. Isn't that an ability in Monster Hunter Rise? Or a skill? Monster Hunter Rise?
I feel like it is.
Yeah, because
I think it's actually Bubble Dance, though.
Close enough. So you're the one who sent out the bubbles. Dissolve them right this instant. Why would I do that? Blub blub. Blub. I know you, Blub. You're Megaman.
Mega Blub.
If I delete you, Lord Wily will really reward me. Blub,
You
blub.
don't need to do that.
Do what?
Blobs.
Yes, I do.
No,
I'm
no,
reading
you
it.
don't.
I'm reading it though. He wants to fight. Megaman, are you ready for battle? Blub. This isn't the proper place to fight. It wouldn't do if an official came. What? Come on, Bubble Man, think. Blub. Your back's unguarded. Blub him, Bubbleberry. Blub blub blub. He fell for it. Now's my chance. Blub blub blub. Ah, I fell for it. Good writing there. Go get him, Mega Man. Roger. But he vanished without a trail. Looks like he's dropping bubbles as he goes. I'm on him. Lan, you got mail. I bet it's from mail. Use this. Lan, I'm sorry I've got you involved in all of that. But you and Mega Man are the only ones that I can rely on. I'll be waiting for you two. Here, use this. Land got a mail code and... Oh, hey, roll V2 chip.
Check if you have the unlock thing for her.
We literally just got mail code.
Oh,
That was entirely the point of that email.
I saw roll 2. For some reason, it made me skip over.
Security cube has been unlocked. Yay, Zennies! Oh, there it is. What? What's that? A strange Navi just ran off.
I can tell he left his bubbles.
Net crime has taken place. If you notice anyone strange, please let me know. Nah, gonna deal with it myself. And make a few detours on the way to get more Zenny.
These people have jobs to keep the peace, you know that, right?
You have a white sword, right?
No,
Oh.
not right now. Gonna have to wait for me to find one. Like
Hey,
that
you've
one.
got a white sword, right?
No, you just used it, so I don't.
Yay, double delete and a bug frag. That puts us at 82? Yeah,
We're looking for 100, right?
I believe so, yeah. I forget why, but is he just following? Okay, he finally diverged from the trail. Lots of official net battlers around. Wonder what's up. Oh, you know, evil washing machines.
I like mine too.
You want to just go make the coffee then?
I got in here to give you a little bit.
I thought I was gonna move over.
Don't screw it up.
I almost didn't hit the button there.
Alright, be back in a bit, everyone.
Bubbles? Bubble wash? Maybe Link will check it out. Yes, freedom from this overbearing navigator.
I'm not overbearing. Fool!
Okay, guess I'll get that ring. Yay! Cannon and bug frag. Where to? Where do we think he went? Scilab or Yoka? If anyone's still watching, which one should we go to first? First response I see. As long as it's not like 30 minutes later. Cancel. Done. Okay, where's the next place we should check? Was already coffee made? Scilab. Did I see a strange Navi go by? No, nobody like that. Just the usual Navis. I'm not seeing any immediate boobles. Not those. Haha! I have murdered it. And it. Okay. No immediate bubbles. Let's try out Yoka. Bubbles! Man, who did this? Who left all these bubbles here? Think about the guys like me who gotta clean this up. This way. It's so confusing here, I can't catch crooks easily. Oh, you jerk. Slimers! If I use that and that. See, it's fine. I got healed. This weird guy went by here spewing bubbles all over. Aww. I'm back under control of our overlord, Krava. No, you're gonna make me move forward? Disgusting. But if I use this now, I don't get the heal. I'm at 110. Out of 240. Saving. Poor cleaner man. I guess this means Bubble Man didn't make a clean getaway. Wow.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Dead it. Blub, you've trailed me all this way? Blub, blub, you can't cross this bridge like that. I'm light as foam. That's why I could. Blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. Come on, I dare you to come over and get me. Man, this bridge is too narrow for me to cross. While we're fooling around here, Mel and Miss Mary are going to be blown to bits. What should we do? I have an idea. Do you remember class yesterday? That was only yesterday? Jeez. That's it. Compression. Yeah, if you compress my data and shrink me, I'll be able to pass over this bridge, no prob. Where can we get a compression program? Did Miss Mary say there was some place that compresses data every day? Where was that? Blub blub, what are you blubbing about? If you don't hurry, my bubble bomb's gonna blub blow. Blub blub blub. Blub 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 blub. Blub 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 blub.
This Virgo Voltec is getting under my skin.
Lan, let's hurry up and find a compression blub ram. Guess that's our only blub. Let's go. The
Scilab?
water. Oh yeah, Scilab does do a lot. We. Okay. Detour. Got punch D. Oh, can't go that way. Slimers! I would assume they're weak to lightning. Yeah! didn't even consider this one down here. You don't have to send me so many chips. I'm hoping Guts, since we didn't actually get it last time. Which is why I'm hoping you'd stop sending so many chips. Doesn't matter if you use them. At least if it works the same as last game. It doesn't matter if you use them, if you send them, that counts towards, Bear. It's while the cuss gauge is full.
I think that's
Start shooting. Oh, he took two. And only took one. I fell asleep, but I'm sick, so it's allowed. Nope, not allowed. Sleeping, not allowed, ever. Sleeping is never allowed.
you're in charge, right? No, I'm
Mm-hmm. That's why I was setting... Okay. There were cup 30. Fair enough, I guess. Nope. I thought there was another box before that. We're taking a quick trip to Akaduka. And then Scilab. See, it was all a ploy so I could just keep mashing A. Because with AC/DC out of the way, Scilab is first. Scilab is analyzing its resources. We're really, really, really busy too.
This game's movies actually need resin and everything, so they can legitimately get overworked.
Scientists finish analyzing bubbles. I have to take the data to the officials HQ. Getting ready now. Warning, warning. Yeah. Guess I shouldn't whine though. You may have heard, but a dishwasher called Bubble Wash is out of control. Culprit is around here, so be careful. Have we looked at this board recently? No, we haven't.
Or at all.
Or at all. Did you say warning before? Morning. Oh no, one of the navies was saying warning, warning. This is a Scilab Square Battle BBS. So the SSBBBS. They're gonna make that joke. So I work for Scilab and I manage BBS. I look forward to reading everyone's posts. Feel free to post technical questions as well. So this is Scilab Square. I bet we can hear lots of high-tech info here. May I post a question? I recently ran into a pengy, but when I attacked it, it froze up and I couldn't hurt it. What should I do? Wait, yeah, ice panels. Wait until it gets off the ice panels. While it's on them, it's frozen. Secret to the pengy's freezing ability lies in the panels. When it's on an ice panel, it freezes up and guards against attacks. The obvious solution is to attack it when it's not on an ice panel. I know some even better methods. You can use a chip to change the panel type so it can't freeze, or just crack the panels. You can also use a breaking attack. What's a breaking attack, you say? It's a secret.
Trolls.
Attention, please. The Navi Customizer that we've been working on here at Scilab will go on sale very soon. The Navi Customizer is a program that lets you customize your Navi with parts of your choice. It is an easy-to-operate technological work of art. Be sure to pick one up. You won't be disappointed. That Navi Customizer, NaviCust, sounds awesome. The timing is perfect with the N1 going on and all.
Might have been purposely set up to coincide with it.
I recently ran into a scary virus that can move underground like a mole. It only surfaced once in a while, making it hard to hit. Breaking the panels while it was underground seemed to hurt. Oh,
That's interesting.
That's not a bad idea.
I wonder if that was a gimmick in the last games.
Might have been. A friend of mine saw Navi who might be the one who did it. He was kind of fat, but he ran away really fast.
What is a fat person not supposed to run away very fast? I think it's the digital world, so even if we're going to talk about some detriment that being overweight has or another, it's really not going to apply here.
We might have to go to physical Scilab.
Probably.
I mean, there's still some Navis out in this section, maybe, but... No, okay, I guess that was just for the N1.
I think we should jump. That happens. Grabback can actually be useful if it procs. You're good at
The sword timing when I was going to counter the cannon just was kind of annoying. What's grab back? That's funny.
that Kirsten, that's funny.
I'm really glad I decided to do that.
You want to be able to do this one?
Maybe.
I'm surprised that wasn't counter. Timing's really finicky.
Yeah, trying to get counters on cannons is kind of dumb.
I was going to go at the sword user.
Oh, he wasn't attacking yet. He was just moving.
Who's lifting a sword?
He had his sword lifted already. Yep, we have to physically go to Scilab.
I was looking forward to changing colors.
My wife is trapped by all the bubbles from her dishwasher. Somebody help! Hear bubbling sound and an old woman scream. Grandpa, help me! How are you? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. A little on the tired side, but not terrible. Though I think she was asking you.
I'm doing well,
probably
love.
both of us, honestly.
The fatigue is a bit, but I'll be fine.
Like, did you all wake up early and then stay up again, or?
No.
Should get an unlock. Should get an unlocker. Huh? Depressions? Yes, we have programs that do that. I'm sorry, we're a little busy right now. Arms hug. I might go back to sleep. Yeah, get some rest, Jules, if you're still feeling unwell. Lan, please don't bother everyone while they work, okay? Bad timing to have this occur with Dr. Hikari away. Compress the Navi? Sorry, I'm busy with bubbles. You have some press data in that computer, though. I'll message when I'm awake.
You're out.
Ah, an intruder, get up.
That's going to be the last. I'm
Not
setting
the
this just as
sword.
jump chips.
Why not the sword? It can totally reach. can charge while under. Oh, okay, it ran out. Hey, you figured out how adding works.
I've already known how adding works. I just didn't find it pertinent to do so earlier.
You said you were setting stuff as junk chips, though. Wouldn't that have been more relevant? Like, more
Not all the
pertinent?
chips I was sending were junk chips. There should be nothing that could go wrong unless you're deliberately. Your trolling is your own fault.
Hi, Daisy. I now know you are an acquaintance of Dr. Hikari. I apologize for my rudeness. Please take this.
Hey Daisy.
Megaman got press data. Thanks, and all you have to do is insert this in my Navi customizer and you can compress me, man. If you install this in your Navi customizer, you become able to be compressed. However, this is not compatible with your Navi customizer. Technology in your Navi customizer is too advanced. What? We can't install this? It may be possible to install it if you have someone modify it for your Navi customizer. However, very few people, if any, have the ability to perform such modifications. Higsby! Figures Dad's out of town at a time like this. We asked to modify this. We don't have time to waste. Let's hurry up and find someone who can program. Got it, Lan. Didn't someone we know say they studied programming? I'm curious to see.
It just doesn't show
Okay.
up. I wonder if it's going to expand the Navi customizer size.
You know what we never tried? We tried messing around with what's on the bar and what's not on the bar. This is a green data. It's not a color that's supported right now.
Is it not supported?
No, because we only have white, pink, and yellow. You can see at the top next to normal style.
I think it's just an error.
Oh. But we don't know what kind of error. We've seen, like,
Oh. A program count launch error.
Oh, okay.
I keep accidentally hitting.
Well, fair enough. Error before. Error before what?
Wait, is the letters on the left and the... Isn't it normally the letters along the top and the numbers along the side?
Row then column.
Okay, so it is.
Meh.
Guess we're in. I haven't played Battleship forever. Says the person with a game of Battleship on the other side of the room. I know, love. Let's play Battleship on stream.
Done. I'll attack an array. A1 to J15.
Listen here.
I think I win. Higsby, can you modify this Navi customizer for us? Lan gave press data and PET. Navi customizer? Huh. Never heard of that before. If the program only needs minor modifications, maybe I could. Huh. Well, I'm sorry, but this needs more advanced skills than I have. Huh. Oh no, this can't be happening. No time to lose hope, Lan. Let's go find someone who can make the modifications. Mel and Miss Mary could die. Did we ever get him back? It's like, it said we gave him the press data and the PET.
We got it back.
Whoa. Oh, watch your step. I was just passing by when I heard all this commotion. Ow.
Oh, is there something going on?
Stop. I know a thing or two about programming. Here, let me have a look. I gave press data in PET.
Sorry, the shoulder button rested on my leg and actually pushed in.
I'll just take a look inside this PET, yeah? The person who made this Navi customizer must be quite an engineer. Let's see now. Aha! This press data needs to be made to fit this Navi custom. You're right. This can't be done with normal techniques. Give me a minute here. Clink, clink, beep, 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 beep. Ka-chunk. I'm not sure I like all those noises coming from a PET. There we go. Now you can install the press data in the Navi customizer. Well then, best be off to help your friends. Lan got his press and PET back. Thank you, sir. Thank you, random stranger.
Yeah, sorry about that mess.
Did you see that, Lan? That guy's programming skills were incredible. Maybe as good as your dad. Maybe even better. Just who was that guy? Yeah, I'll ask Dad next time I see him. Alright, Mega Man, let's go. Press.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Undershot barely comes. That was easy.
Thank you, Staples. Run complete. How do you feel, Mega Man? Great. Good job, Lan. Lan, install the compression program into me.
Install the thing you installed into me.
Picked up my bubble wash and now look what happened. Somebody called the officials. Oh, you found someone who could fix the data, huh? Then you'd better hurry, huh? Oh, we're gonna have to go all the way back.
Wait, you're griping? You probably could skip to the nothing. There's gotta do it. So if weak viruses won't bother Mega Man, does that mean that Bubble Man is not going to be able to fight you?
That means we'll never have to deal with Guts Man again.
Yeah, fair. I will not join you, Stream Elements. You shall be joining me, fool.
Plot twist. Stream elements. Oh.
Are you
Well,
shitting?
you know, I should have seen this coming.
Getting flashed during an emergency? That's a new attack.
Why not area grab first?
This'll give you more opens. Nice.
Wait, is this all the fight is?
He's going to change it up when he goes crit. Alright, you can't do anything while the barrier's up. Which is the moment the barrier goes down. You got from here?
Depends on how long we'll last. Which isn't indefinite.
That's timing does seem to be rather tricky.
Oh.
Oh, is that
Healing,
guard break?
please. Healing, please. Back. I was stuck not being able to move. Ah. When was our last? This was right after, right?
Yeah.
It's in. Okay. Better idea. Why are we going in here?
I thought it was. Oh yeah, it's not gonna make it mandatory.
I think we want to go to Yai. Of all times for Flashman to show up.
What's humiliating is getting defeated by him.
Sneak run.
Sneak run when you're out on the bat.
I mean, eh.
I know what I said. I feel like that basically saved no time.
It saved all the time going from males into ACDC. Down this way, right? Yeah. Maybe it was Dex's I was thinking of. We surprised. Yeah, I think that's Dex. That would have just saved a lot of time.
Friends are hopeless fools.
I want to go back to Yoka now. Alright. Hopefully this trip won't be a wash.
I'm out.
I don't know. Just kind of expect you to have a bit more of a bubbly personality.
I know you're going for a pun, but I'm still going to say, what the fuck do you who the fuck do you think I am?
The goddamn Batman.
I'm Batman.
Can't do anything with these. Gonna bounce up. Shot. Eh.
Nice.
Meta gel.
Here's what it is. I won't put it on, but
Gel attack steals a panel. 90 water and steals a panel. That's solid.
I wonder how that operates exactly. I cannot see.
This is walking speed. This is running speed. That's adorable. Listen here, you stupid Met.
Mixing it up, I see.
Listen here, yes, stupid.
Full!
Alright, I go over 240 now. That's not gonna be enough. Especially when they move.
Don't miss.
It...
try
That's
this again.
still not gonna be enough.
Yeah, do the rest of your cannon. You're trying to get guts, man.
I'm surprised you're actually going along with that now.
What do you take me for? Some delinquent?
Yes.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, when I mention, oh hey, you keep sending chips.
Yes, because you need to live if you're going to get anything.
There were plenty of times like, oh, one enemy left that I can just shoot to death. And it's like, no, I'm gonna send, 8 chips. Oh! Customizer program speed +1.
What's that on another occasion?
How did I not pick that up previously? That's just right there. Huh.
Finish it.
Bravo, listen. Foolishness. This is Tamako Security Cube. Oh. The shrinking bell. You know I'm only doing that all in good fun, right?
Do you think I'm bothered?
Yeah, you seem bothered right now.
Not bothered. But I know it's good ribbing. Got this right?
I mean, technically, yes.
Okay, that's good. Who might get in the way of riveting honorable combat?
Pew 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 pew.
Not exactly the most sprawling battle, however.
Pew. And pew. Pew.
That's 6 7.
Pew 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 pew. Pew.
Regrets to be had.
Pew. Oh.
Did you not get to the red one?
No,
Oh, that's lower elevation.
Yeah. Pew. God damn it.
Your luck today.
Well, at least I have a healing chip that you can give me. Thanks. Yeah. Gonna jump down again. Yep.
I guess they prioritize sweeping. Not going to grab back?
Oh yeah, I guess we get to see it. Yay, win star! Just what I always... Oh yeah, it's going... Was there anything up this way?
No. There's the enemy Navi.
Oh yeah, we should actually be able to beat him before the end of the stream.
True, it's only Bubble Man.
We've also got an hour left.
We could probably do this with 10 minutes left. And before you go on any I told you so crusades, I said probably.
I guess with current health, I should just use it.
I'll set you up.
Hey, now to use that unlocker. I'm good to use it, right?
You're clear.
Tornado L.
Puppy's handy.
Oops.
It's just a 2 square. Yeah.
What's up?
I don't remember if he hangs in the back room, but might be good for an L. Let's face it, this is rather L focused.
Might be worthwhile to get rid of the ends.
Yeah, they're nice and all, but
You still leaving one in?
when we get a suitable replacement, we will. We have a lot of stars, and I forgot to check stars. When we get a suitable replacement, we'll take care of that.
Is Invis not a suitable replacement?
It lasts so short in this game. It's more of a liability than a protection. Alright, figure out if you want to switch anything.
Oh, one off from actually getting Tornado.
I know, right? To think I'm working with Ezra tonight.
Are you sure you're not working with Ezra right now?
No, I'm working with Kira's poor sleeping priorities right now.
Oh, hey, Tornado.
Let's see how it performs in this game.
It's gonna be a very quick kill on the Slimer. Gonna bounce forward, I'm gonna get pushed back. Yeah, see?
I
And
could see them
back.
calling that.
The timing!
Timing.
No! Oh,
How do I handle this?
give me chips. The
Alright.
Pengy is annoying. That should
Light 'em
kill
up.
the Pengy.
Light them up.
It's... Wait, no, it's water. It's weak to lightning. I was thinking ice.
Entirely reasonable mistake. Nice.
Well, that worked out.
Did not count as a double delete.
No,
Then it
because
keeps
they
us
weren't
done.
close enough together. We... Oh, God. Yo, baby Mega Man. Did you manage to get Bubble Man? Kind of fell asleep. We're on our way to fighting him right now.
Everyone's rather asleep.
It's one of those days. Oops. Have you now. It's time for you to dissolve those bubbles. You can't beat me that easily, Blub. Blah, 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 blah. Bubble door. Mega Man, Roger. Mega Buster.
Nope.
My Mega Buster isn't working. Blub, 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 blub. Your efforts are useless. It'll take more than that to blust my bubble door, blub, blub. Bubble Brigade, blub over here. Oh my god. You called Master Bubble Man. Oh, is that Mega Man? Whoa, wow, we're not going to be fighting him, are we?
Nice! That was great!
For Blub's sake, can't you guys sound tougher? Strike some fear in people. Oh, blub it. Take this needle and run far away so Mega Man can't catch you, blub blub. Oh, okie dokie. So we should run away? We're good at that. You can trust us, sir.
Oh my god, that is great!
Just go already. I'll delete Mega Man. I just need you to wear him down. Okie dokie. Come on, guys. Up, up. And wait a minute. Where should we go? Well, how about ACDC 2? There are a couple good places to hide there, right? That sounds just peachy.
Oh my god, these are the best characters in the game.
They really are. Away we go. Oh, blub. The trouble those suds put me through. Anyway, Mega Man. My suddlings escaped with a needle that can break this bubble door. If you get it from them, I'll take you on. Lan, gotcha.
This is not actually a dumb idea.
Let's go. Lan, you got mail.
Lift up.
Lan, hurry. The bubble has already turned yellow, huh? If you don't hurry, it'll explode.
If we check out, is it actually going to be yellow?
Oh, that's a good point. That's you.
Whoa, let me see, Hexby.
Yes, yes it is.
It is in fact yellow.
Lan, help me. Lan, help us quick. Oh, you found somebody who can fix the data, huh? But you better hurry. Yai is still Akadaka too, right?
I think she is.
Yay, Akadaka too.
Akadaka.
What? There's no D at the start of it. It's Akadaka.
Hey, does Suncast have caffeine?
Probably. Contains no juice, you monster.
Monsters. Bullish monsters, even.
Doesn't say anything about it.
Okay. I might break it out.
Alright, not there. This is 2, right? Yep.
Head of lawsuits. Not really in a good position to complain about it. You already did the dailies with her, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we just want to run?
Yeah.
No, we can't scan.
Then face them down in honorable combat.
I wasn't paying attention to the bunnies. Oh, this is a terrible spot.
Make the best. Nice double dolly, by the way.
Thank you. This way. Nope. This way. Should've used the heal.
If we want to use Guts Man, then I suppose that you might be good for trying to prioritize speed and power boosts.
Speed would be useless. Power and charge. Gut set speed to 0. Speed to 1.
Yeah, well, you're not working with Guts right now.
Yeah, but
We're just
if you
working on getting points.
But if you use power and charge, that benefits Guts even more. Oh yeah, that's just more benefit to us. Whee. Oh, though that does lead to the next, wait.
What?
We have 2 speed ups?
Yeah?
We have... Oh, right, there's a white speed up. Okay. It's something we haven't tried.
No, let's not do the bugs today.
Okay. No, not up there. Down here?
And I
This
haven't...
thing's around. Okay.
haven't seen those weapon puzzles in a while. Kind of reminds me of the Golemancy stuff.
Weapon puzzles?
Or upgrade puzzles. They all hit together in the same spot. That's kind of brilliant. They get their job is not to keep Mega Man from fighting.
Wait, is it that
No,
got
it's
an
not.
encounter right there? Oop, you caught me. I'll beat you to a pulp. Bring it on.
To be fair, their whole thing is delaying
Oh.
Mega Man.
Ice.
It'll be sufficient.
Ah.
You wanna do it?
I'm just gonna bust her. Give me the area grab, though. How am I missing everything now? There we go.
You're perfectly in sync to miss.
Could I get the area grab?
End it.
No, just the area grab.
Okay.
Because it means I can actually
It
move up.
cuts. This is a thing.
Funny though.
Oh yeah, it is rather amusing.
Why? The perfect sync for really?
Maybe you should try some rhythm games.
Well, I mean, when mashing works for most of style change? What the? Could this be a style change?
That's guts.
Yes. Beep beep beep. Looks like you made a style change. That would be the heat gut stuff. Did we just now get enough battles?
Apparently.
Fire style mastered by using buster attacks. The style will turn your buster into Guts machine gun. Power attack will also become a flamethrower. But you'll take double damage from aqua-based attacks. Pretty cool, huh? No!
We're fighting.
No! Improve this one.
What the speed's a 1. Oh no, it's cutscene, it's a cutscene, it's a cutscene thing.
Huh? What is this guy? He just changed shape. Okay.
If it said find another one, would it just give you a different one?
I don't know. He looks even stronger.
How about we check it out?
You realize your error, right? Oh, no, you only did that save. Okay. Never mind, makes sense.
Don't worry, it's a tough save.
Yeah, heat shot, might as well. And, yep.
Don't play around with it.
I want to save the sword for the next one, though.
You have a shockwave for that.
Oh, right, sword won't reach. Okay. That is funny, though. I definitely thought it ended up being... Yep, fire guts. Heat guts style. Yep. Okay, stop mashing as much. You want to work on this style? Find another. Probably find a new style as you battle. Good luck. You just changed it? Oh, it says the same thing.
Probably because you changed shape briefly on the prompt.
Hmm.
That's my canon excuse.
it might be a matter of, do you immediately switch to this, or do you stick with normal style? Not, do you get this or not?
I think they might have taken off the speed to 1 limit on this game.
Data. All right, hand over the needle. We're not handing anything over. Come on, guys, let's run. Run? Run where? How about the Scilab 1?
Oh my god, these guys are great.
All right, let's go. Hey, wait. Let's go after them, Lance. The Scilab 1. Current status. Navi or normal style. I think it's just a matter of do you immediately switch or not. Oh, we can do red now. If we go to normal. Yeah, okay.
It actually says gets Navicust. It actually says heat guts up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that would change since
Yay.
it says normal otherwise. So, before you're checking out, get into a random battle. Come on, random battle. You have sneak run on, don't you?
I think it's still running, yeah. I'm cutting off the chat, but I am checking something.
Do you just want to use my phone?
That should be sufficient.
Hey! We got Flashman!
We're kicking his ass. He's going to go at us twice. That's on him. He's fucking signed his death warrant. Fool! Who does he think he's fighting?
Oh. Oh, it didn't move up when I was trying to. That's kind of cool, though. If you mash it, it turns into a machine gun. Broke one.
That's not really doing it fast enough, though. Oh, fuck.
That was a long stun. So, shield's probably not worth it.
You want to just go dump?
Why the invis?
Just to get more.
So it doesn't matter where, I have to break both of them. That's... Why? Why are you only doing this now?
You want sword and Rowan to break them?
Maybe.
Alright.
Ow. Well, crap. I'm not gonna get there in time because I have to loop all the way around. That's not gonna help. I'm dead. Just reload. I don't know why you gave me the guards. The guards aren't helpful in this.
Let's see if it actually lets us run in this game. Then let's not fuck start ourselves over.
charge takes forever. It hits through invis. What the? Never mind. Might as well ditch invis then. No, screw you. Screw you. Ah! Sorry, I ended up wasting that.
No, it's alright. Your panic was...
Just add on the guards.
Okay.
No, add on the... No. Guards? Add.
Well, alright. Nice, interrupted. Shit, we actually... Oh, thank you. Just dump it, since we do get a lot of tips in. That's a really good chip, is it not?
Crap, I'm dead. Scritches for goodest girl. Oh. Thanks for the bits, Jack. And I'm sure Krava appreciates the scritches.
Thank you greatly. We've already nearly got it.
Dump the invis, dump the guard.
So just do it on those?
Yeah.
Are we dropping anything else?
No, because saving the wide sword for potential...
I think you want to stay on the back row for the fact that he's going to do those fucking lights.
That went in a straight line that time. Huh.
Yeah, he has two versions of that, straight line and...
Sound when you say crap. Game's... Oh, well, I guess let's pull up the properties. Like, I don't get why it does that. There is an option to deactivate when not showing, but that's obviously not checked, and it's showing. I guess as soon as you said crap, it died.
It felt bad. Alright, let's play with it later, okay? I know we want to take care of it now.
Ah, it's frustrating. Why do you keep giving me guard?
Just dump it. You have a lot of chips though. At least he can't capitalize on it.
Yes, he can. That's what the immediate area grab is about. I'm stunned until he hits me.
He's probably going to do another one on us. Now we have to play defensive.
Can you, thank you.
Sorry.
I very potentially need healing.
Healing is what we don't have in stock. This might be our best chance.
Might be. That's...
Just a dump.
Okay. They were going back right then anyways, so...
I need to give you the grab back first when we do this. Tornado's not as useful.
Okay.
Yep, Flashman just really wants to fight us.
Area grab and then shock. How much does that do? 90.
Do it now?
Might as well.
Okay.
That might have actually been fine. So guard does actually work on one attack. Ooh. I'm surprised.
He's about to do his thing.
Most likely. If I stay here, I think I bait. Yeah, I think if I stay here, I'm good for baiting most of the attacks. Either I disrupt him with the shooting, or he spawns the light bulbs. So, let's see if this works out. Oh. Or then he just does it anyways.
Probably because he's gotten to his more aggressive stage. He probably can't do something like that until he does it.
And then area grab soon. Oh, crap. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, just swipe type.
It was
Shit.
too late. I'm dead. It does 90. I'm dead. I'm trying to ridiculous. I'm definitely getting moved to the harder group the second the arena resets.
I'm
Really? Really?
that was bullshit.
Well, as long as I don't take too many other hits, I survive 2 more of those shocks.
Alright.
Yeah.
Want the guards to...
Go.
Okay.
Well, only surviving 1 shot now. I mean, might as well give me the white sword and just let me try to mash it out. But I don't think he can do back throw. Area grab soon. It wouldn't let me move. Ah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Ah.
Oh, that was a seeker? Ooh, we got 30.
That's not going to be enough if I get electrocuted, though. So, healing swords.
Yeah.
Or if he does that. Why? Why do these bosses show up at the worst time? No, no, no.
Oh, just.
These bosses show up at the worst times, and now this is going to be the rest of the stream.
It's a neat concept, but with a really wonky boss bounce that this game just... Want to just reset?
No. Oh, yes. Talk like anyone minds that being the stream. I mind it being the stream because we're stuck on this one specific... Wait. Oh, did you save it at the battle start? Okay, I wasn't really prepared for that. I mind it being the stream because we're stuck on this one specific part that we're repeatedly failing. And it gets frustrating being stuck on this part. Ow. And then, like, how are you supposed to tell if that's a seeking one or not?
I'm surprised, like, the classic series actually was really great about its boss patterns and designs. Like, you only have the occasional Shadow Man or whatever. But the game here fairly consistently drops the ball.
Yeah, swords.
Than just fillers.
Sure. Oh, he was still. Like. Like, you don't get time to react to whether that's an up or down. Unless you've got really, really good reaction speed. That's not gonna be enough if I get electrocuted. Dead. Okay, I have to keep in mind after the restart that it's directly on the me now. Healing first. I should have stayed back.
Yeah, the attack here is absolutely ridiculous too. Sorry.
Don't have a wide sword. Maybe mole. Maybe mole. See if that actually works.
Okay. Then I'll put you up for it.
Sure.
Actually. So. Yeah.
Hey, what do you know? It works. Please flash. Thank you. Well, so we know mole works on that at least. That's something. I've already used grab back, so... area grabs?
Want a sword?
Sure.
Alright.
Nope. Got hit. Darn.
What are you even supposed to do with an attack like that?
Pray. Healing?
Yeah. I was just trying to see something.
If that's gonna guarantee to 120, maybe we should hold grab back off until later in the fight.
Yeah.
I just send it, and no, just send it. I might be able to.
Good job. Nice dodge.
Like, maybe I should stay up top. Mole.
Okay. Then...
At least with Mole, I can see if, or I can charge while I'm underground. God, the charge takes forever. Oh. He's summoning them, swords.
I wonder if it's going to screw with him.
Give me the shock. No, because then I can't do that. Sure, yeah. Barrier will definitely help with the lights. Barrier's that far down. That's pain.
Trap him.
Oh, right.
Fuck it, I'll end. Oh, that's alright, the Flash can't do anything against Barrier.
Gee. Barrier being that deep in is pain in this fight. Yeah, pain in this fight.
Oh my god. We really should be entitled to more than just regular drop patterns, because Navi fights are bad at this game. There's no two ways about it. They are extraordinarily poorly designed throughout the whole series, and I'm just surprised that that's not a deal breaker for the series to even have gotten that as far as it is. It's a wonderful series. It's kooky plot, the kooky light art plot. It's a great children's game. I see why people have fond memories, but when it comes to actual gameplay, you have random encounters that'll just destroy you unless if you have a cheese set.
If you happen to have a set that perfectly counters at least one of their gimmicks.
Yeah.
This is... No, that's AC/DC.
It's either cheese or happen to perfectly counter.
Figure out how to game it. How do you game that? Like, yes, we have barrier for that. We're not expecting to come across the boss fight like that. We don't have folders set up specifically for a boss most of the time.
Yeah, it's not like you battle then decide your folder.
Like, if you could have multiple folders and choose your folder at the start of an encounter, sure, that would be... There wouldn't be complaints. There might be, oh darn, I, should have had a folder set up for... No.
It's all rather frustrating, but yeah, it would be much less frustrating.
What am I doing?
And no, it's like figuring out how to game them is not an excuse. If a fight's poorly designed, a fight's poorly designed. your ability to cheese or otherwise work around it in an exploitative way is not good game design. I'm not yelling at you, it's just that this is 3 games in, and yes, I get the bosses are supposed to be hard, but it should not be that it destroys you if you don't specifically have an exactly particular folder with the exact kind of chip randomizer results.
Usually people have folders set up with the best chips and wacky combos. Yes, but how are we supposed to have the best chips right now? Sure, we could look up codes for all of that at the moment.
It's gonna even do that, and you're not supposed to be expected to have all the event codes because they're supposed to be events. It's supposed to reward you for being at the events. Fair enough, Lion.
Could you?
Alright. And what I find particularly damning is that you would think that someone like me wouldn't be complaining about a hard-as-nails design.
So, actually getting to look at the flamethrower, because I have the freedom to just charge it up right now. I probably hit 3 out. I could have backed up and tried showing that off.
Yeah, but there's something satisfactory about point blanking running for we're getting close to. I died and move on, fair enough, but at the same time, it's...
If the boss encounters were restricted to a more limited area in the zone, like if Flashman could only show up in that top area where we encountered the trio.
Well, even if it started happening like that, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Well, no, I'm saying, if they did that, it would be less frustrating. Because then it's like, oh, hey, you know, dangerous area,
Yeah.
Because people are probably going to duck in there, or dip in there for, you know, the free data.
Yeah, it does suck that there's no like cuts.
Yay, Rock Cube Star. But with bosses that previously you had a chance to see you're coming up to, and you could just set up a folder to deal with. Suddenly being randomly appearing. And of a harder version, because it's not like that's the same Flashman that we first fought. It's an upgraded version. It hits harder, has more attacks.
And that line attack is actually really bullshit because it's very fast and seeking. You're almost guaranteed to get hit. Like, not just because you need sharp reflexes, but because Mega Man needs like about 4 frames of movement to shift it from squares. So there's that too.
It's less about the time. Obviously, if I wanted to, yes, I could just grind out, you know, a million chips. Did I see a strange dynamic? No, I could grind out a million chips in... They said Scilab 1, right? Oh, we're in 2.
Yeah, Scilab's a wonky one where... Well, it's not wonky, it just feels wonky because of the way we interface with it.
Wait. I could grind out a bunch of chips. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to, you know, have the chip setup that I want for a given boss, because it's not necessarily going to be the same chip setup that I want for random enemies. Bosses act very different from, you know, like a Fishy or a Quaker.
Yeah, quite frankly, if like, you could have a generic boss folder and a generic enemy folder and pick which one you want accordingly, that probably could do a lot to mitigate. Otherwise, the game's encouraging you to save every 5 steps or after you do anything of any significance, which is really obnoxious and convenient. I am from the era where games were unfair and brutal and all that. But I feel like they're not particularly as bad as this. Nice.
All JRPGs encourage saving every few steps.
Actually, no, they don't, because usually they have save points. Save Anywhere is relatively recent. Not so relatively recent, but more recent than GBA era.
The Imperial Bubble Brigade is not defeated so easily. Fastest retreaters in the Triple W. We're running again? Of course, silly. That's why the Triple W let us join. So, where to next? Yoko 1! Okie dokie, let's go! They really are good at running away. Yoko 1.
This is actually a very good setup, as far as lackeys go. Because as long as Mega Man knows he needs to go to a certain area, and he's going to search that area, he's not going to find a way to circumvent the bubbles. He's almost definitely going to hunt down for the lackeys. So if they could jump around constantly, then...
You're using this in PS3 market. You're normally told you will save here and only here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a feature rather unique to JRPGs even. Very few games have the save point, dedicated save point areas. Just to be clear, like, I don't think it's a shit game overall, but it's a really bad flaw and it's jarring that they don't fix the boss designs to actually work better. That's just... like, this would probably be a pretty perfect game if it not for either for the bosses to be more adaptable or for you to be able to have some mitigating factor for the design.
Why have that loop right there?
Probably general net randomly field. Also might come into play later into the game.
Yeah, maybe.
It's nice when you use all of yours.
Oh, yeah, because we're guts, the shots are actually doing 4 now instead of just 2.
Yeah. Fine.
Your save points, the designs don't encourage ridiculous amount of savings unless it's like RE or something.
Yeah, but you have to design around that there's going to be a gap in the ability of the player to save scum between any 2 points of saves. And that does a lot to give a trajectory on saving. Like, you're normally going to go kind of chunks of level between saving, and the game is balanced around how you won't have access to the saving. And quite honestly, if you ask me, my experience with video games, even though we're not entirely not nearly as big on the
Someone say something? Oh wow, you're so tiny. Didn't see you there. What a funny little guy you are. Maybe a too little. Maybe a too little. Hey, can you dance on the head of a pin? Bet you could even visit a mouse in its hole.
No offense, but that's not exactly glowing reception to point it out like that. I imagine you were saying that randomly, but
I can flamethrower through rocks, right?
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it does reach 3 squares. That killed?
It really solid charge attack.
Oh, right. Again, you start at Yoka 2. Okay, this is 1.
You have to remember the train is in 2.
The train is in square. Square led to 2.
Same principle. Same as the principle of running the hell away.
Ooh. Punch 2 square range.
Nice.
Lava stage. That could be really
Yeah,
good.
that's really
now.
good for our setup.
Black Bomb 3. Firebomb hits 3rd square. Ooh. Shame it costs 90. Gut impact. Punch pushes 1 square. Rare sword. Would you be willing to throw lava stage in?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I can only buy it once. Gut straight. Like, running back to a save point randomly for a lot of JRPG battles, sure, fine. The dying to random BS, it depends on how in control it seems like I am for something like that. Like, a lot of these boss attacks from Flashman just seem super punishing if you don't happen to have the right chip on hand at the moment.
You either have to have coincidentally be
Did you
adapted
get rid of the chip I had? Aww.
to Invis.
Rip Invis.
You have to either happen to be adapted to the exact boss, run a cheese strat like running the
Yeah, it is
gospels,
Snake.
or like over 50% of the stream would be, well, I'm in this area, I'd better save. Oh, I took a step, I save. Take a step, save. Don't worry, this is fun, riveting gameplay. Mostly just mimics. Let's have some fun.
Oh, that poor slot. Oh, I really wish I could have that as my regular chip right now. That'd be amazing to start every battle with. Especially on teleporting enemies like Flashman, hump, cough, cough.
I feel like I could be fine if Mimic Kill BS happens, even if it's RNG on Mimics. Somehow that feels better. To make an analogy to more traditional ARPGs,
Just gonna use those chips.
To be analogous to standard RPG, it's as if you step on a tile and your RNG encounter is a high level FOE, or you run to a battle and the enemies randomly could lead off with death spells.
That leads around. Do I have to go around this way? How do I get to Yoka 1 from here that lets me get into the main area of Yoka 1?
Which almost absolutely sure there's only like 3 games that do that. But another thing is that Rogue Galaxy is supposed to be like one of those tough as nails style games, isn't it? Like Dark Souls, isn't it? Am I just thinking the wrong game? Because if that's it, that's another thing.
Oh, data.
Seize control.
Seize the means of production?
Yeah, basically. Probably wrong game. Wikipedia. Oh, that's really awesome.
I don't have any idea what that game is either.
Okay, we're turning off this game and finding a way to play Dark Cloud.
What is Dark Cloud? It still doesn't explain what it is.
It's why haven't you played it, Scrub? That's all the explanation it needs.
And why haven't you played Pokemon Sun?
We played it, we haven't beat it. That's the difference.
Ah, Pokemon Sun harder than Dark Cloud. Got it. Not down that way. Does this lead to 1 or 3? Okay, Yoka 1. Did I see them down there?
I had all these really great games end up getting barely anything, barely any reception, but then you have games like FIFA Repeat 70, I'm Taking Your Wallet Now, and they sell like hotcakes, and their exploitative nature sells like hotcakes. Like, I know reasonably,
Okay, that was someone else.
and no reasonably great world does. Wait, I'm letting you take care of it. I know in no reasonably great world does a game that just leeches your wallet have have only as much sales as a actually well-made game, or yeah, has as few sales or makes as few dollars as a well-made game, but at the same time,
Also, I need to ask, is it supposed to be Rouge Galaxy or Rogue Galaxy?
should be Rogue Galaxy.
It's just because it's a common mix-up on the spelling. Rogue Galaxy, okay. Just because it's a common mix-up on the spelling, and I wanted to make sure, since it could give very different ideas.
That's one of those common spelling mistakes.
Yeah, that's why
But anyways, as I was saying, it's like, yeah, sure, a money leeching game is going to make a ton of money, but a game that's just good should not be falling behind so badly as they do, to where they get considered flops just because they didn't stab you and take your money. Or, I'm sorry, there's Repeat 99 of super popular AAA game as well. I don't know, it's just... Video games is an extraordinarily frustrating place. That's all there is to it.
Ooh, a sortie free. Hey, you want to see the sortie guy?
It actually sounds really fun to play. Which I would expect from the people who made Dark Cloud, whatever it was called that was ported over as Dark Cloud 2, and what else was it that they made that I really like? Because I don't think it's just those 3 games. I could look it up. All 5's good devs.
Oh, I didn't realize there would cutscene right there. Blub, what are you doing back here? Oh, Blub, he beat you, didn't he? You suds are beyond useless. No, sir. We're not weak. He's just too strong. Don't blow bubbles in my face. Now hurry up and scram. Mega Man comes. My plan to tire him won't blubby work. You won't escape me now. What are you doing? Blub him. Oh man, he doesn't even care about how we feel. This guy's scary. Okay guys, let's get him. Hi-ho!
These guys are great, and it's sad that we have to delete them.
Am I still taking over?
Yeah.
Okay. You...
Dark Cloud 3? There was a Dark Cloud 3? I wish I knew about that. Oh, rumored to be Dark Cloud 3. My bad.
Yay! We beat the Blub Bros. We give up. You win. You're good at we're good at running, but terrible at fighting. Here, this is what you want, right? Mega Man got Needle. So we're okay now, right? No hard feelings? Right? Right? Well, then we better get going. Boy, they really are good at running away. Alright, Mega Man, now for Bubble Man. What?
Fuck you, Sony.
What?
They said that an anonymous employee had revealed in an interview that Dark Cloud 3 had actually been greenlit by Sony. They also said it became Rogue Galaxy after Sony asked for many changes, which included removing the diorama that the series was well known for. That is honestly really frustrating because why would you greenlight a game and then say, wait, but don't make the game like what it is? How about we make a bit? It's like Capcom going, okay, we'll make Mega Man, but
No shooting.
no, not just no shooting. It's Mega Man, but you cook for people. It's a cooking game with like realistic ingredients. But all done by robots. It's still a robot game, of course.
So Cooking Mama.
Yes, it's Cooking Mama with robots. Of course, it's Mega Man. Jeez, we wanted you to make Mega Man, developers. Wait, why isn't anyone buying Mega Man? This is Mega Man. Man, people just aren't into Mega Man. Because they're not buying this cooking Mega Man game.
So, remember how you said we could probably beat Bubble Man if we had 10 minutes? Now we've really got you, Bubble Man. My Sudlings lost so soon? Those blundering blubs. Even so, they must have damaged you. Blub blub, now's my chance. I'm going to win this battle and pay back all those who mock me. Blah, 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 blah. Ring. Lan, a phone call. It's Higsby. Lan, the bubbles have turned red.
Don't delay us.
They're going to explode. Hurry. Blub, it's already time for my bubbles to burst. Blub blub. Time's run out, Mega Man. You're too late. Blah, 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 blah. Lan, it's now or never. Right. Let's do this, Mega Man. Battle routine set. Execute. Blub.
I know it'd be. I know it's crazy thought to want a game to meet expectations. Wait, did we just save?
Yeah, I did a normal save before.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this so we don't have to go through all the dialogue again if something does go wrong. Ah,
Okay, so it's got a rat weapon. Except it's a crab.
could you do something? Thank
Oh.
you. It's almost like you forgot that I need chips.
No, it's just kind of.
I can't really do enough about that in time.
Want to give that, then your next set's going to be a.
Ah, I was really hoping that would go through for some reason.
God damn. Only 8 chips. Yeah, and I was bitching about that too.
So I guess I see why tiles that are permanently broken like that don't get stolen.
Because of gimmicks like this.
Because of gimmicks like this. The bubble prevented it from getting...
I was rather wary of that.
Oh, hey, a lava field. I should have waited. Just gonna use... Never mind. Oh! I thought I was 1 up for some reason.
Yeah, perspective screwing is really terrible. I'm going to beat you an ad.
What's that? Play an ad.
Don't worry, Twitch isn't flooding us with enough ads. Might as well be salty about that too while I'm at it. But yeah, like,
I want to break this rock.
why have a game even be greenlit if you don't want that game? And we can't say Mega Man without shooting.
Okay.
That's actually kind of ZX and Zero series.
Not at all. You start with the Buster in Zero and have to pick up the sword.
Only in the first game.
Yeah, and the rest you just start with the Buster anyways. So you, ZX and Zero, you can't say that's Mega Man without shooting. You always have shooting in both of those.
Shooting's a much more back row mechanic.
Break the rock! Hey, the rock's broken.
That might. Oh,
I was really hoping it would, actually. Surprised he didn't give me Tornado.
yeah, I can just do that. Yeah, I
was hoping for Mole first, but...
How about you take it? Yeah, it's like I get the executive stipulations, and that does suck. It is bullshit to have executive stipulations. But yeah, executive stipulations is bullshit, but it's another thing when the executives tell you, make this game, except don't. That's just at that point, it's just a completely brain dead, dumbass, non-functional. Well, you should be fired from your job level of dumbass decision making.
Move up, Jim.
That's like, it's inexcusably incompetent to the point that this showcases that executives are just comfortable that no matter what completely obnoxiously stupid intellectually deprived decisions they make, they won't get fired or otherwise face punishments. It's that level of terrible decision making. Fair enough. Why didn't I think about that? I'm good for... I think...
Why tornado? Please.
Doesn't that break the rock pretty solid?
I mean, maybe. Like, okay, if you have a reason, sure. It's just, that's why I was asking.
Oh. Well, it sounded like you're making a nonsensical decision. Why?
I didn't see why, so I was asking.
Right. I'm giving you these four. What kind of order?
Doesn't matter. I'm still in kind of an annoyed mood because of Flashman.
Yeah, Flashman's
That
fucking
kind
nuclear.
of just ruined the feel for today. Apparently, no. Twister doesn't break the rock all that well.
Paralyzing's actually not going to do as much as normal against him.
Why not?
Because he has the bubbles getting you sidetracked from attacking him. I forgot if Mole actually bypasses. Oh, wow.
I couldn't do anything. Mole ran out.
Yeah.
And we're not getting heals. You know, why do you need those? That wouldn't have done enough anyways.
Do we want to reset,
No.
Boulder? Thanks for the hydrate.
Okay, sure, don't come out guard. Okay, I guess I'm getting hit there.
Yeah, that was poor decision making on my part. Sorry. Nice dodge. I know that's a very no thanks to you, but Tell me when you're ready.
Whenever I'm not, like, directly in line of sight, or line of fire. Ah, didn't even notice he changed.
We might have to switch off fire style altogether. Because that's super effective. Damage is just super
I think I've got pattern down for most of the fight.
Alright.
Nope. That's kind of something else there.
It's alright. On a positive note for this game, I do like how lenient it can be with enemy placements when it comes to area grab mechanics.
Just let me know when you're about to hit OK so I can get back to mashing.
Just make those. It's about to go all.
Twister and plus 10, maybe.
Okay. Nice. Only went 5 minutes over.
No! Please don't delete me, Blub Blub. I realize I can't beat you. Blub, don't bully me anymore. Lan, the bubbles have started blinking. Huh. Dissolve those bubbles in the real world at once. Okay, I'll delete them. Blub. Oh no, they're going to blow. Huh. In just a moment, they'll all be gone. Blub Blub. Now, I'm out of here. Blow up my beautiful bubble. Aw. Poor Blubble Man. Blub. Blub Blub.
Why did he think that whispering would be a good idea? Everything about him is running away.
Proto Man, why didn't you end it right away? I told you, being wishy-washy will be the end of you someday. You sure act wishy-washy, Lan. What? Your moment of hesitation endangered thousands of people. Lan, the bubbles have dissolved, huh? Everyone's safe. Hurry back here, huh? Lan, can you hear me, huh? If you can't finish off Triple W lowlifes like these, you should hang it up. Come on, Proto Man, let's go. Yes, sir. Lan, let's get back to males.
I have to agree. On one hand, yes, sparing them can be a good idea. For example, sparing Hexy. That was arguably good. On the other hand, if lives are actively in danger, if you hesitate, they can very well die. Sparing, that's... Hang up the all-loving hero bit for a second, you know?
Are you two okay? Yeah, we're fine.
I very much agree with Shad.
I was a little worried there for a moment. We owe you our lives, Lan. Great work, Lan. Huh. Thanks, Lan. Thank you, Lan. Sure. What's the matter? You look kinda glum, huh? No, I'm happy. Really. I mean, everyone's safe. Now that this is over, I better get back to my shop.
Yeah, Yeah, I very much agree with Chad.
I'm going home now, too. I don't think I'll be purchasing a bubble wash. Goodbye, mail. I'm going to turn in early today. I should be going now, too. You must be tired, Mail. You should get some rest.
So you
Lamb,
beat him, huh?
thanks for saving me.
Let's say huh together, huh?
I never doubted you, not for a moment.
Huh,
Huh.
huh.
Cut it out, Mail. Don't look at me that way. Alright then, I'll see you tomorrow. Lan, are you still thinking about what Chad said? Yeah. What he said was true. My moment of hesitation could have cost the lives of thousands. But I can't be so cold-hearted. What are you saying? You don't need to change at all. Chad is Chad and we're us. There's no need to be who we aren't. Well, let's go home and get some sleep. I'm beat.
I think that's fair, but at
No,
the same
you're
time,
Mega Man. You're not a bird. He said he's beat.
you heard me starting to sigh before you even explained it. This is really why Mega Man and Mega Man and Proto Man should work together instead of working separately, because they have different approaches to things. So one of them, it really wasn't. He deletes viruses up front all the time. Like, it was a battle. He wouldn't even have had the chance to beg for mercy if he just followed through.
But on that note, we will go ahead and end. It is a good ending point for the stream. I hope everyone enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow with Azure Striker Gunvolt 2.
You know, another thought before we go. In a bleaker game, Bubble Man would have spared Vale and what's her name?
Miss Mary.
Miss Mary.
And, you know, the thousands of other people.
Nope. Spare the ones that Lan knew was in danger. And then, when Mega Man's like, oh yeah, they're safe, run away. And then it turns out that many other people were not spared that way. If it was a bleaker game, it probably would have pulled that stunt. It would have hit you like a truck. But yes, proper villainy.
But, yeah, that was fun. We should be back tomorrow playing Azure Striker Gunvolt 2.
Yep.
Something, use exclamation raid, sign up for raid using my link, etc, etc. Chilling.
Yep.
You know, if enough people sign up, yay, we get money. It helps. Any support really does help, because with all the issues we have, it'd be nice to be able to resolve some of them.
I don't know if we can get enough money to resolve issues like this.
So, otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the whatever period of time it is. Have a wonderful time zone, everybody.
See you, Drake, Jack, Lion, and Sleeping Jules, and Daisy.
And everyone else who's around.
Yeah, and all of our lurkers.
Have a good one.